Hey, it's Matt Cook here, and we're going to show you how you can completely get over ED that's caused by diabetes. And I want you to know something, that if you draw a graph about 65% of all the men who have diabetes have ED. You're not alone. There are so many guys out there, 2 out of 3 with diabetes have ED. And even the guy that doesn't have ED kind of does because he's not happy with his performance particularly. And so he's kind of got that problem. So there's really a huge issue that you are part of, and we're going to show you exactly how to fix it. The 4 types of ED that we're going to be dealing with, there's 4 really. Okay, so number 1, there's going to be just not getting hard. Number 2, not staying hard, going soft in the middle. Number 3 is PE, or premature ejaculation, or coming too fast. And number 4 is DE, or delayed ejaculation, where you don't feel anything, where you kind of grind away inside your woman and you don't feel very much, and you generally have trouble having an orgasm. So we're going to be talking about all 4 of these because these are the problems that afflict many, and actually most, diabetics. Before we do that, I want to talk about options. Maybe you've already looked into some of these options. I've talked to some of the guys who've recovered from diabetes, who had been taking pills. I mean, a lot of people take pills. But what you find is that the pills actually stop working. That in 50% of men, according to a large study, the pills stop working. And with diabetics, the percentage is even higher. I found that many diabetics tell me the pills never did them any good, whatever. So that's the problem with pills. Plus, the problem with pills is that a lot of diabetics are feeling numb. They're not feeling much down in their penis. And so, with the pills, they may get an erection, but they still don't feel much. And what's the point if you don't feel much, right? So that's the problem with the pills. Next solution is these implants. Doctors are loving to do these implants these days because they charge a lot of money and Medicare pays. If you're under Medicare, apparently. I can't vouch for that. And they're actually planting these chambers in your penis, and you pump yourself up with a pump to make your penis hard. I just think it's awful. If you don't need this, it's just such a mutilation. However, if it was the last resort, it could be okay. But it's pretty awful, don't you think? Next solution is much less radical, and it's these pumps, and you basically pump up this thing is a vacuum, and it makes your penis get hard temporarily at least. And they don't work that well, but some guys try them out. And then the last one is this, like the pills, but you inject it in your penis. And really now, who really wants to go through putting an injection of something in their penis? I mean, isn't it kind of yucky if you don't need to? It's yucky. And these also will stop working in a lot of diabetics if they do work at all. So those are the solutions. Remember, the problem is that you've got these gaps in the in the intestine and the gut that's causing all of the bacteria, viruses, mold, and toxins to go into your body out of your gut. Remember that? And that causes those endothelial cells that line the penis and your arteries so that your penis can't get rigid anymore. So you end up with a floppy penis instead of a hard one, and probably have prostate problems, potentially, wounds that don't heal, high blood pressure, all these things caused by the inflamed epithelial cells which line the arteries that feed the heart and the feet and all the organs and the eyes. And that's what causes these diabetic problems, including the erectile dysfunction, at least one type of erectile dysfunction. Fortunately, the most common type of diabetic-induced ED is the most fixable. which is the endothelial cells in the penis. And these chambers fill up with blood in the penis, but there's no erection because the endothelial cells are not stiff because they're inflamed. And the arteries feeding the penis blood is inflamed and they're stiff and clogged and they're not responsive. That's the most common type of ED cause, which causes the lack of getting an erection, which is the most common. So you're in good shape here because we know we can fix that when we fix the inflammation. And the other types of ED will respond as well. So as the inflammation goes away, you're going to wake up with your alarm clock ringing or your phone, and you're going to go, oh my gosh, I've got morning wood. How wonderful. You're going to have morning wood. You're going to have erections when you wake up again. They'll start out a little bit once in a while, then they'll get more and more until you have them every morning. You'll get spontaneous semis when you see a pretty girl. And that's kind of cool. Well, you see a pretty girl, you'll get semi-erections. You'll be ready for intercourse again with your lovely wife or girlfriend. And that's kind of cool. All those things. And you can have sex until you're 100. Why not have sex with beautiful girls, if you can, until you're 100? Because with the type of sex you can have sex every day. You can have sex every other day. And you can do this for as long as you want, which will be about forever until you croak one day. So that's what you have in store. There's nothing that's permanently damaged that can't be fixed in almost all cases. So that's kind of what we're looking at with fixing ED. Isn't that cool? You can get your ED completely fixed this way. The thing to do now is to make sure that you watch the very last video, because the next video, the last video, we're going to show you how you can get the Complete Diabetes Reversal for Men program for a full 60 days to try it out and not pay a dime unless it works. Matt Cook here. We'll talk to you. We'll see you on that next video.